The front page of McKay, A History of World Society's 11th edition, displays an art piece of a woman wearing what later was defined as Armenia's national dress. This is a perfect picture of what the authors of the book wants to portray in more depth. The history of the unprecedented, such as women, minorities, and basically everything outside Europe and the Western world. However, does this book live up to its own promises and standards? And how could you study that using data? My ambition is to take all the historical people named in each chapter and put them into different graphs. I'll collect data about the gender of the person mentioned, profession, birthplace, ethnicity, and birth date, and so on. But the challenge is that a lot of people are mentioned, and sometimes only as a reference to the earlier chapter. An author can write about a character throughout a whole chapter, but only mention the name once. So the graph wouldn't exactly depict how many people are mentioned and in what significant way they are mentioned. The authors of McKay, the 11th edition, mentions that the world is becoming smaller in the 21st century. And therefore it is important in their own words to represent every ethnicity imaginable and every side of history as we know it. However, my hypothesis is that they don't succeed with this, and there can be a lot of reasons why they don't succeed. Sometimes you don't have the data to make a world history only focused on women, and sometimes history is just written by the ones who won, like the white heterosexual male from Western Europe. In the end, I think there's a lot of limitations in writing world history, but in the future we may see a more broader sense of what world history actually is and what it represents, because because of the new generation of historical students coming into the subject and studying world history.